Welcome back. As promised, Dharmesh Kant, Head of Research at Chola Securities, joins us on the show. Hi, Dharmesh. Good morning. Good to see you in. Hope you had a good weekend. Dharmesh, I wanted to ask you about, these new labor codes that will be introduced from November 2025. It could have a marginal impact on various companies. Mangalam just told us maybe a sentiment hit on stocks like Eternal as well as on Swiggy. These stocks have corrected a fair deal, actually, for various reasons from the recent peak. What's the view on both these two names?
Yeah, good morning, Nigel. Thanks for having me for the show. Even after the correction, look at the valuations where they are trading and the path to profitability. It's still wide open to justify the current valuation multiple which they are. So be it Eternal or Swiggy, Eternal is trading above almost 3 lakh crore market cap. So this may be a slight dampener and a marginal hit, but the way the cash burn is happening in the entire sector, I don't see next 2 years or 3 years where good profitability can come through. And eventually, if the global margins you look at, I imagine it does about 4 to 5% kind of a margin for the same sort of a business that too in US. So in India, it can be at best be 2.5% kind of a margin. So to that extent, the stock prices can range bound. It may nudge around, say, 10-15% plus minus, but I don't see this two stocks being a wealth creator for next 3 or 4 years.
Dharmesh, hi. Good morning. Good to have you in. SBI Card. Our colleague Gaurav was just telling us that October trends have been fairly decent. And year on year, of course, there's a big pickup, but not too bad month on month either. How do you find the stock, the valuations, and would it make the cut for you?
Yeah, good morning, Survi. Valuations are on the higher side, and it has been the case for SBI Cards for quite long. The only problem is the asset quality, which is still, the deterioration is above 9.5% kind of NPA problem is there. So that is the gray area for SBI Card, though this month has been good. And so has been the case with most of the, lending space. So October particularly was better in light of the GST cut and the enhanced buying, which has happened and the pent-up buying put together. So real test will come through in the month of November and December, and let's see how this entire space pans out on the microfinance and the credit card business when it comes to the asset quality front. That is still a bit of a gray area to be negotiated on. Having said that, trading rallies based on this news flow can still be there for a couple of days. And the market, to my mind, is likely to be more of a trading market from here till, say, next couple of months with budget being lined out and maybe US tariff comes through. So this will keep the bottom line in place and maybe a new high before the year end.
Okay, all right. Dharmesh, a couple of other quick questions. Then we have a lot of news in terms of pharma stocks as well. Lupin, that's the one that could be top of mind. Any view on this one? And from pharma, what do you like?
Yeah, Nigel, Lupin came out with a very strong set of numbers last quarter, and it was followed up with a good set of numbers in Q1 as well. So no, complaints out there. The numbers continues to be steady state and the growth trajectory in excess of 40%. So it may, come down to say 25-30% kind of a growth trajectory. And these companies, pharma companies, are also aided by the depreciation in the currency which is happening. So that will keep the bottom line in place and the margins swelling up going forward because of just the INR benefit of the depreciation they are going to get. Fundamentally, if you look at all these pharma companies, incremental news flow here and there keeps on coming, and that's the nature of the business. One has to deal with that. But from a long-term perspective, I think Lupin, Zydus Lifesciences, Torrent Pharma, these all are value placed, and Lupin being cheaper of the lot compared to say a Sun Pharma or a Cipla. I think 15-20% kind of an upside traction by the time they give out their Q3 earnings is likely on the card. So any declines out there in this space should be bought into. Pharma as a space is looking very attractive, but again, the topic remains to be there is Lupin, Zydus Lifesciences, and Torrent Pharma.